Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I'm going to do the windmill die assembly today. Hey, so I'm using our brand new windmill dies. There we go. And I'm going to put this together. So I cut it out of American Crafts gray cardstock and then again out of green cardstock. And I'm going to add on the little blades. Now you can make your windmill whatever you like. You can make it whatever color you like, rainbow, whatever, or make it look like a real one, whatever you want to do. But these are the colors I chose. So I'm just lining up those little blades. This is very simple to put together. Now there are a couple extra pieces in this, and that would be if you wanted to keep it completely or mostly flat. There are two longer pieces that will fit in with your windmill if you don't put that bottom piece on before you add the windmill part to the top, if you know what I mean. I'm making it with all the layers today. So there we are. So I cut it out of American Crafts black cardstock first and then gray cardstock. Like I said, you don't have to do this. You could just put all the pieces right directly on this. Like if you cut the main piece out of the color that you want the base part to be, you could even skip that part if you wanted to. Now I'm going to add on the little X's. That's American Crafts. What is it? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. American Crafts brown cardstock, sorry. This is what happens when you put a lot of dies together in one day and you've got a big list in front of you while you're doing the video. So really, I just glued the little X's on first. Weight it down. Then we are going to put that centerpiece in. Remember, you could skip this part for sure, right? That's just covering up that piece there. You could just, cut it out of the base color and you're done, right? But this is with all the layers. So there, and I do weight it down. Obviously, you could skip this part even, right? That's just really layering up. If you're cutting it out of the same color, it really doesn't matter. And then I'm going to put this little fin piece on that. I'm using my favorite red. That's that pure poppy red. And then I'm using black in the center. I don't know, an enamel dot would kind of look good there. Whatever you want. Next, we are going to put together the little legs on this. Remember, like I said, if you're layering things, you use the long ones. If you're just keeping things flat, you could put that windmill part on first, and then the two little shorter legs with the funny tops, those will fit in with the little fan pieces, if you know what I mean. But I'm just doing the whole layering. So, and then these three pieces fit on. That's American Crafts brown cardstock again. There we go. I'm going to add this little piece on in gray, and then this is the brown again. And like I said, you can skip a few of these little details and make it all flat if you wanted to, but I like the dimension. I don't mind adding the extra pieces. It makes it a little bit thicker. And then I'm going to add that to my windmill front. And isn't that fun? Oops, just going to make sure it's all. So just going to make sure that all of these things are lined up with the edges. There. I'll weight it down. And then I add on this little piece next, and then we are in business. So like I said, I like all the layers, but you could certainly cut a few steps and save some time. So there we are. And isn't that fun? Super fun. And that is an A2 sized card. And that's also, thank you so much for stopping by. And, check out the Jaded Blossom store when this comes available for purchase. Bye, everybody.